Rosa.
Yes.
Would you rather be a man?
You're asking me would I rather be a man or a woman?
No, I that's what I asked Kevin. I asked you if you'd rather be a man.
Than what you are now.
We actually haven't done that topic. Would you rather be a man or a woman?
I don't know. It's kind of hard because you already are one of them. It'd be different if like you were neutral. You know, I feel like it'd be easier to answer.
I guess.
Or if we had a split of hosts.
You mean of the female and male variety? I feel.
We're just a bunch of white dudes.
We're just the.
Pretty olive.
What do we call?
That's true.
Actually, yeah, Mike's not really a white dude.
Mm.
What are you?
He's Mediterranean.
Like, what do you sign on those boxes?
Other.
Do you?
No, I don't know.
What is it like?
You don't know.
I mean, if
Check a couple off. Let them guess.
Like, they're
I
important
wanted to be
documents.
treated really nice, I put Caucasian. If I want some free stuff, I put black.
Oh my god!
I don't know. I get the perks of everybody.
So you just isn't there a Mediterranean option?
No, that's not a thing. You just put other.
You put other. So what are you?
No, most of the time I'm pretty sure I just put Caucasian. But all right. I used to put other all the time. Like when I was younger, I used to always put other.
Because did you think?
And then like the one day I was signing something out, and like I guess my mom was like peering over my shoulder as I was signing it, and like it's like why you just put Caucasian?
Like, did you think it was funny that you were other, or you didn't know what you were as a child?
I know I wasn't white.
But are you white?
I'm half white.
Half what?
Oreo. My dad came from Greece. He's clearly not white.
So what does he put?
I don't know.
These are hard-hitting questions.
What do you put for your gender?
Male most of the time. If you're asking about what I play in video games, I pick a female.
I know you're very confused.
I like to live out a role that I don't normally live out every day. I live as a white male. It can't get any more boring or basic as that.
Your virtual reality world scares me.
The fact that, like, in a video game you're exploring a sci-fi universe isn't enough of a change for you. You actually have to change gender as well.
Because what kind of change of pace is that? And in most shooters, girls appear smaller in figure, even if their hitboxes are the same. Just saying.
That is true.
Strategic advantage.
There are I don't know if it's all fixed now, but in Rainbow Six that was like a big thing. Rainbow Six Siege.
Because the
Like,
hitbox?
Ash, the one chick, had a really small hitbox because they actually had different hitboxes for
Yeah.
people.
That makes sense, actually, if someone's big and bulky.
Also in MMORPGs, I hear that you get a lot of free stuff if you impersonate a woman.
I've never done that, so...
I've
That'd
had
be very real.
one of my
Like,
friends have
Warcraft.
done that before and actually does get like free stuff out of it.
Yeah, I'm sure. A lot
I
of
believe-
lonely people out there.
I believe it. I do believe it.
Yeah, me and Kevin, when we ventured into the world of Warcraft 2 years ago, I picked a female and we went to the main hub. I was just dancing around with all my armor off, and some guy hooked me and Kevin up with like 100 gold. And we are able to
Bunch of
just
backpacks
coast.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Or no, the gold, and then we
Yeah,
go up
I
like
bought
this.
everything. So we coasted right through.
Ridiculous.
Fucking prostitution.
Hey, whatever works. We had a topic about that. Should be legalized. And that was on the Foreplay Podcast. Do you know where you could subscribe to the Foreplay Podcast, Mike?
MySpace.
We're not on MySpace. We should be on MySpace. JT used to own that. Did you know that? Fun fact.
Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you really did a good job with that.
Is it even still
I
around?
don't know.
Yeah.
Isn't it more for music now or
it's-
artists?
Yeah, it's used a lot for artists.
No.
I don't know why.
It's good. It's funny. You never hear someone go check out my music on MySpace. They always say SoundCloud. So they clearly lost that battle too. But I digress. This is the Foreplay Podcast. Every day of the week, a new part of this show goes live at youtube.com/foreplayvideo, where please subscribe to our channel. Monday, we tease out the topics for this week, which Kevin will do shortly. Tuesday, we talk about whatever we want to talk about. Wednesday is for Would You Rather. Thursday, Do You Know? Question for the group. And Friday, the whole episode goes live in video form on YouTube and then in audio form on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and Google Play Music.
Just to add on that, I think the whole MySpace thing is like for artists to talk to other artists. I don't think it's really like they promote their stuff on there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I think
it's like an
more of
artist social media?
Yeah, I think they kind of just like took it over as that.
That's interesting.
But I could be talking to my ass.
I mean, I still have my top like 7 on there.
I never had a MySpace. Fun fact, wasn't allowed.
You weren't? I mean, I wasn't allowed either, actually, but I still made one. And kept
I
it.
obeyed my orders.
No, I said to fuck the law.
MySpace was just cool because you could show how edgy you were by picking the songs that you wanted on your page.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I first got a Facebook. I left it up one time when you were over, and you took a picture from the Facebook of a girl I had a crush on at the time and put it as my profile picture. Do you remember that?
No!
Oh my god, you're a dick.
That's hysterical.
Yeah. In 8th grade, Franny, you took her profile picture from Facebook and made it mine. And just didn't say anything. And I found out about it like hours later.
That's so
you were
funny.
such a troll. It's not
I
even
was.
funny.
I mean, there's also that we have a foreplay group chat, and Christian had like a Facebook memory from like 7 years ago, and you posed like a nice general question out on Facebook, and I was just like,
No, I was trying to posted like some stupid Facebook status like going to hang out with my friend #ChrisSelf, and then I comment, whoops, don't know how to tag people, and you wrote what'd you write? Use @ you idiot.
yeah, it was like use that idiot. Like that's it. Sorry, Christian.
So mean.
Yeah, twice.
I had a poopy brain.
Kevin, you want to tease out your topic since Mike's
So I have written here, robot dogs were fucked.
for talk time.
Muggle.
The funny thing is, I know exactly what you're talking about with the robot dogs were fuck thing.
And failure.
So we have robot dogs were fucked, muggle, and failure.
Yeah. So do with those what you will.
Episode 63. Commence.
All right.
Talk time.
So yeah, I don't know if you saw that video that's going around now of these I don't know why people are so obsessed with creating AI that will one day end all our lives.
So we're referencing Boston Dynamics. Not their
Yeah.
first video, but one of the scarier ones.
Yeah.
Like #1 trending earlier this week on YouTube.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah, you see this little robotic dog-like figure just strolling around. I'm like, all right, it's fine. It's walking. Okay, cool. You created a robot. You're controlling it. You're walking it. Whatever. Next thing you know, this other one with a crane on it for a neck.
Wait, before that though, the one walking around goes up to this door
Yeah.
and sees like it can't get past it, and then disappears to where the one with the crane is, and then the crane one comes back out with it.
Yeah, he's got this long ass neck with like clamps for his face. And he just walks up to this door, is taking his little measurements. You see him scaling it out, and he just reaches out, hits the knob, opens up the door, is able to actually work his long ass neck around and hold it for himself, and then walk out the door.
Props it up for his buddy. He's a gentleman. Lets his buddy go first, and then they parade on.
So I don't know why this is an obsession with these nerds that are out there, but stop making shit that's going to one day kill us.
Now, Mike, did you see this video as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even more terrifying, I saw the Black Mirror.
Oh my!
episode
That's
before
immediately what
saw
I
that.
thought. That's immediately what I thought when I saw that video. Was the
Whoa.
Black Mirror
Wait,
episode?
which
Oh.
one? Be careful, because I haven't finished the newest season yet. Is it?
Yeah,
at
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Okay.
But I didn't know this when I saw that. I saw the Black Mirror episode, right?
Wait, which one?
It's
It's
basically
in the 4th season.
yeah.
Is it at the end?
It's one right before the end.
Okay,
Just
I
quick
think that's up
synopsis
next.
without spoiling it. Is basically there's these criminals that are trying to steal something. I'm guessing it seemed like, and they're running away, and these robots are chasing them. That's pretty much a lot of the episode.
Yeah.
They're not criminals though.
They aren't. Yeah.
So I didn't know you watched Black Mirror. This is exciting.
Yeah,
It's my
bro.
favorite show of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking amazing.
You just started then, right? You never watched it before. You and
No, I
Jordan?
watched all of them.
Oh.
But
Sidebar.
okay, so I saw that episode, and then I saw this video like a day later, the Boston Dynamics, and it was fucking terrifying. But then I actually found out that that Black Mirror episode was actually inspired by that Boston Dynamics
Well, that's
video.
what I was gonna say. Is this the first Boston Dynamics video that you guys have seen?
I think I
Okay.
saw another one where there
No,
were
I
ones
sent you
where
one. Yeah.
I've seen other videos where they have robots that are like able to do like box jumps and stuff.
Yep.
They're leaping onto things.
Yeah, they have like
fucking
human
kidding me?
ones. They have like cheetah ones.
What is the what is the purpose?
Yeah, so that episode, the robot in that pretty much looks exactly the same,
Yeah.
just smaller.
Yeah. Well, so
So
this is my favorite part in the commentaries in my head. The kind of funny people were watching these things as someone sent it to them, and it's a humanoid one, and it kind of looks like a person, but it's like all like the legs are just like lines basically, and it's a video of a guy like hitting this robot with a stick to knock him down so that it gets back up, and they're literally just watching it and like. These are the videos that they're gonna show when they fucking uprise of like humans beating the shit out of the first robots, and that's even more terrifying to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos like that of guys just like, because they want to test the mechanisms they have in place
Yeah.
for them to
No,
correct
they're-
themselves and get up.
they're just
So
gonna-
they're just decking these things and knocking them over and seeing if they could get up.
It's gonna be so much worse than that though. They're gonna go back to like fucking like old ass YouTube of people throwing bricks in like washing machines and turning them on.
Just
Like look what they did to our ancestors.
Yeah. It's just like I guess there's like somewhat of maybe a military interest in the ones that they have doing all these athletic things because otherwise why?
So the cool thing that I just saw about this is in Japan that they expect by 2020 already that 50% of what is it? Older people facilities. What are they? I can't think of it.
Retirement homes,
No, but when they're in like care,
assisted living.
Hospice.
yeah, like assisted living centers are going to be like primarily helped and run by robots, which is huge because they don't have a lot of help for that, and there's such a need for that for older people.
True.
Especially over there. So there's a positive of this.
There is, but everyone
I
looks
mean,
to the
it's
sci-fi.
good
like-
because there's a lot of abuse in those like
Yeah,
facilities.
exactly.
But like at the same time, like you have these 90-year-olds and now they're gonna have to fucking deal with these robots. Like
How are they going to take?
Yeah,
people are usually,
exactly.
like
Can be adverse to technology.
like, retarded.
But hey, maybe if it's a person or it's a robot that looks like a person, they might not even know.
They'd have to like really advance the aesthetics on those because have you seen the ones now? How fucking creepy they look.
Yeah,
the stoic faces.
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't recently one of those like get granted like citizenship
Oh my
somewhere?
God.
Did you
I
hear
hope-
about
I
that?
hope
In
not.
like Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia.
Right,
Animatronic
somebody wanted
robot.
to, like marry one.
Yes,
I don't know.
That's
Was that
what-
it?
Yes. Someone wants to marry a robot, so they granted the robot citizenship. This is the beginning, man.
Oh my
I remember there was somebody like, I think I heard it through like radio news or some shit, but it was this fucking dude that went to court because he wanted to marry his computer. And obviously you just can't fucking marry your computer, so he went to court.
we're fucked.
Either by the really stupid people or the really
That's it.
smart people.
That's it.
No, but it is true. It's literally the side Terminator and all this stuff.
iRobot.
Yeah, the only end I see in sight is the dystopian sci-fi universe where we're
Robots are hitting us with sticks to see how well we stand up.
Like that's the scariest thing. And it's so true. If the robots were to come, they're gonna go on YouTube. They're gonna pull up these videos of us beating the shit out of the first
To me-
robots, and then
which to me, I feel like is 1,000 times more scarier than zombie apocalypse.
oh yeah, because they're more powerful.
And it's just it's terrifying.
is that our only purpose here is to create new life so then we don't
Is that the meaning of life?
Can you imagine that though? Like the whole human existence just fucking annihilated, and the Earth is just run by robots. Then like, that would be insane.
You know what the common theme is of why we have never met extraterrestrial life? The common hypothesis, and I can't remember the
Is
name
it
of it.
I think I've heard of this before.
It's if any like species was like advanced enough to have the technology to visit here, it's more likely that they've already destroyed themselves than we're able to get to us. Seems like we're headed down that path.
Was the theory something like about a wall, some barrier that you have to like pass through technologically is either behind us or ahead of us?
I think
feel
I
like
know
I've
what
seen
you're
the
getting
video,
to, but I'm not
video,
sure.
like where the reason we haven't met other life yet is either because we're the only ones out there that have passed a certain barrier to get so advanced, like evolutionary, or the barriers ahead of us. And it's what you said, like once you get that advanced, like normally humans would have killed themselves off by that point.
Well, I mean, the way we're headed,
Terminator, baby.
it's crazy. It really
There's
is.
also people that think like way far into evolution, we'd basically just become fucking floating consciousness. Just the fucking.
Now, we say it's terrifying, but I'll tell you right now, each time I've watched one of those videos before it clicks these other thoughts, I go in and I'm just like, that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
I don't even say
I
that
immediately say that. When I saw that dog
I find
open up the door and
I
get
get- I
in,
get
I thought it was
weirded
so
out.
cool.
anymore.
Like, it's just if it was like more of a fluid like movement, it wouldn't creep me out as much. But they're like
So precise and locks in.
creepy.
But imagine the time and technology that's in that thing to make it do that.
Mhm.
People spent fucking hundreds of thousands of hours just to get to that. Just wait till it picks up a gun.
The idea of that dog from the video with its crane hand just going around with a fucking
Pulls out a 45
handgun, just
Oh my god!
I mean, that's a
Jesus.
scary thing. They definitely could do it.
They're trying to make these things like if they're built to serve one purpose. Okay, like if the only thing this fucking thing knows how to do is open a door, fine.
They're gonna kill us by opening and
But like,
closing doors.
I'm not sure. Like from that video, was that thing feeding off a signal from the other one, and it got like the okay? Like, all right, I got to do my only job.
That's what
know
I
how
want to
do
know. Like, is someone controlling each motion, or is it just like giving it the destination is the other side of that door?
No,
then
they
just
probably
goes.
like programmed, like they're probably not controlling it, but they probably programmed it to
That's
just
to
do
to like
that,
to recognize the door was there
yeah.
and it had to get through it.
What if it was a human? And they had to get through it. End of the world. Kevin,
Yeah.
what's your would you rather?
My would you rather is would you rather attend Hogwarts but still be a muggle? Like you can't do shit. Like
What
you
is a
suck.
muggle?
We'll let Kevin finish and we'll explain.
You're a part of the Pokemon universe, but the only thing you can catch are Magikarps.
Because you're a fucking peasant.
Or you're in the Star Wars universe and you basically are just worthless.
Just amongst the people.
This was before we realized that in the new one that you
Uh,
could be anything.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Oh yeah,
It's-
I probably
I'm not
spoiled-
caught up yet.
That doesn't spoil anything.
that does no.
I don't
That
wanna
doesn't
hear
say
shit.
anything.
Even though I heard it wasn't that great.
Yeah, fun fact, it's not. But
It's not a fun fact.
no, no, it's actually not. It's actually the worst fun fact I've ever spoken. But when Kevin broached this topic right before we went live, he was like, "Be a Muggle in the Harry Potter," and Mike more aggressively
Muggle?
responded with
Fuck is a
that.
muggle.
Christian, do you know what? Oh yeah, you read
Yeah.
all the books.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got some
I have
Potter
a
fans. There we
Harry
go.
Potter keychain on me right now.
Do you really? Freaking nerd. You're a Hufflepuff.
That's
Huffle. Oh, you're fucking Slytherin. Fucking
You
snake.
thought that was Hufflepuff? You
I
loser?
did that just to be a dick. Everyone knows Hufflepuff sucks. I bet you if I did the sorting thing, I get put in the Hufflepuff.
I did that the like one on Pottermore, like the official one, like written by the writers, and it like gave me a choice with like, do you want Slytherin or Hufflepuff at the end of it? Like it was just like, we don't fucking know, you pick.
Wow, that stinks.
Yeah.
That does suck.
A Muggle is someone. What do you think it is? Just shot in the dark.
Wait, so you're at the school?
You get to go to the school, but you're still a muggle.
I don't know.
Hermione Granger is a Muggle.
You fucking.
She's half Muggle.
You jerk off the chosen one.
Oh wait, no, she's that's right. She's mudblood.
Mudblood, yeah. It's half Muggle, half.
So who the fuck's a muggle?
Basically, hashtag basic.
both her parents are Muggles.
Yeah, but
They're both dentists,
Wait. Oh yeah, but she's still.
but she's able to practice.
Yeah.
How?
She's a mudblood.
But in this scenario, you get
Oh,
to
so
attend
you're
the
just-
school, but like you basically you're not able to do anything.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You get to watch them.
Yeah, so you're just a normal person.
yeah,
Yep.
that's what it is.
That's what a
What the
Muggle
fuck's
is.
the point of going to the school?
For
Hogwarts.
when I first heard that,
Are you-
the first
are
thing
you
I
trained
thought
to be a janitor?
was you could probably still practice like potions and stuff, right? You can still make potions. You just can't
Yeah,
cast spells.
Yeah, probably.
I don't see the point.
I liked
So-
Mike's whole thing.
Just like,
So that I mean that clearly sucks. But then
We're hitting like a bunch of like nerdy different like topics.
that's
at
why I
once
like
here.
it. But that's the Pokemon one's terrible too.
Yeah.
because you can't even use like another mon to level up your
No.
magic.
Wait, if you catch the Magikarp, can you train it into a Gyarados eventually?
It only knows Splash. How are you gonna level it up?
Oh wait, yeah, you can't swap it out. That's right. What if?
It doesn't have
What
tackle.
if you find a rare candy?
Okay,
Oh,
you get
well,
it to
yeah.
level 6.
What if you find multiple rare candies?
He doesn't learn tackle until level 15.
Level
What
20
if you find
Gyarados.
all the rare candies?
Give me all the candies.
I don't know how many. I forget how many you could actually find physically.
I don't know.
In-game.
You're a big cheater and you always glitch the rare candy
I mean,
glitch.
what if you just become a fisherman, like a really successful fisherman?
You
Wait,
just sell
so-
off your Magikarp.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you can't like trade either, right? You're just stuck with the
No.
Magikarp.
Oh, you're
Magic
shot.
Hopper. That's what I'm saying. You could not. That world is too cool to be so basic like that.
Yeah, but all right.
Ooh,
This
maybe
is
I
what
got a
I'm saying.
Dratini.
I'm not really caught up in the whole Pokemon world, but as far as I know, it was just people battling people. Like Star Wars and Harry Potter, there's people trying to end the fucking world.
True.
Or
That's-
universe.
Well, Team Rocket's trying to take over the world
Yeah, but fucking joke.
with Meowth and Arbok.
And also, and I don't know.
It's come backwards. Oh my god.
You're talking about.
You're talking about muck.
It's completely, I mean, they do
There's
have
no context before that happened. There's Meowth and Arbok. It's come backwards.
No, as Kevin
I
said,
was like thinking of Arbok. I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
it's Cobra.
But like, think about what they were trying to take. They were trying to take over the Pokemon universe with fucking Meowth, Arbok coughing, and fucking cum.
That's it, right? Fucking come.
Was
Well,
it.
no, the in the show isn't like the actual Team Rocket, like the actual organization competent, and then like Jesse James
Yeah.
and Meowth are
Yeah.
just like a bunch of like
See?
outcasts,
Yeah,
like
they're run by Giovanni.
yeah.
Yeah, but this is probably like one of those things in Star Wars where like there's a theory that the Jedi are actually the fucking crazy ones.
Mm.
You know, maybe Team Rocket is like, maybe they're like the secret society keeping all shit in check.
So are they like?
I don't know anything about
Are
Pokemon
they like-
really, so I can't even like. I'm just spewing out.
I don't
shit
really
right
know
now.
much.
Are they Planet
know the
Earth's
games.
Rothschild family?
Aren't those the
What?
pieces of shit?
Does anyone know what the Rothschild conspiracy
Isn't
is?
that
No.
like the richest fucking family ever?
If you go Google this conspiracy,
Yeah,
it's
they
that
own,
the
like,
Rothschild
everything.
they run the world. So they've paid off all the wars, created all the
I'm
worlds,
gonna like
and they
dig
rule.
myself into a rabbit hole tonight reading
Oh,
about
well,
this
yeah,
now.
why-
There's a 10-minute
Yeah,
video.
Isn't that the one that aren't they the ones that own like all the world's bank and shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, they fucking.
So
they
they-
started all the wars.
yeah, they own the world's money and control all the countries. Beside, they don't have the bank of like 3, and it's like Cuba,
Yeah.
Iraq, and something else. It's
Interesting.
It's very interesting.
Interesting.
Sidebar. That was a sidebar.
Interesting.
I'm feeling like Star Wars.
Which is being like a bartender. In
Yeah,
Star Wars.
man.
That would suck. You see all these dudes doing this cool ass shit, flying
Yeah, but
spaceships,
that's
and
also
you're on
not true. Because,
you're on Tatooine
because
in a
later-
fucking pub.
later in Star Wars, like most people don't even see that shit. They all think it's like just some fucking old religion.
True.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's true. All of it.
But what if you're a bartender on one of those planets where you could
It gets
visibly
destroyed.
see another planet get destroyed by
That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. I think Pokemon's the safe bet here.
yeah, all you're
Unless
doing
you
is
get
sitting on a duck.
fucking
I mean, also like
smushed by a Snorlax.
I was gonna say Pokemon can be like dangerous too if you like were to try to apply that to the real world, like a bunch of fucking animals running around with flamethrowers in their mouths and
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It might. They're all. I'm not worried about being dangerous. I'm worried about trying to live a good life. And you're gonna get a lot of stories in Star Wars. You're gonna be coming. All these different planets are coming to talk to you.
Yeah, but are
Different
you going to go talk
species.
to the people in the Pokemon world or everybody else that's seen this shit with you?
I'm
What
gonna
are all the cool stories?
the space pilots.
In the Pokemon world,
Pirates.
everyone has like random ass advice for you that you wouldn't expect. They're like, "Oh yeah, guess what? You have a town map."
See, I don't got time for that.
There's also weird ass phenomenons that you could jump over a hump one way but not go back the other way.
You walk up to
It's
the
impossible.
you run back and forth on the shore for a while,
that's
find a fucking
literally-
missing node, get
Yeah.
a bunch of rare
Is that
candy.
supposed to be a ledge?
It's literally like a cliff.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a cliff that you like slide down.
Bad animation.
They only had so much to work with, Mike. All right.
You walk up to somebody, hold B to sprint.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Mommy gave you running shoes, so you can now sprint all over the world. All right. Well, no one's talking about Harry Potter.
I stand by that whole thing with Harry Potter that like you'd still like do potions and stuff and like the herbology and like there are magical items and stuff even if you can't practice like magic.
I don't know. I think out of all the worlds, I'd be the most jealous in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I think so too.
'Cause you're surrounded-
Watch out! Why can't I do?
Yeah, see?
Because you're just surrounded
Yeah.
by these kids doing fucking amazing shit.
And how many times does shit go south at Hogwarts?
Well,
Every semester,
every
that's
year.
that's the reason like the books are written because shit's going south as like in that time.
In that time.
and Harry Potter and the character Harry Potter is the one who has to deal with it.
Yeah.
The way I imagine that, though, is like, say you go to college with, like, say your college is only 200 kids or whatever, right? It's, like, really fucking small but prestigious. Everybody else is fucking learning how to take brains out of bodies and fucking whatever. And, like,
You're doing
you
algebra.
can't do shit. You're failing everything. I don't know.
I see what you're
Wait,
saying.
so if you can't practice magic, do you still have to take like the classes with everyone else, or like?
Yeah, like you're attending the school. So like basically you're being like it's almost like a school atmosphere where you're being judged by everybody
Yeah.
by your
Oh, yeah.
inability to
Let's
perform.
not forget you're called a fucking muggle.
Yeah,
So-
plus
Yeah.
you'd have kids like Malfoy coming after you.
Getting bullied.
Hmm.
Fucking muggle.
Good one, Goyle. You're absolutely right.
Oh yeah, Kevin's
Yeah.
watching through all the movies for the first time.
Yeah, when I was a kid,
That was the expert.
I only saw one. Because I'm watching it with like a grown-up's brain,
Yeah,
so I can
yeah.
retain things easier. But I had only seen 1 and 2 as a kid,
Mhm.
so I'm seeing like all of these for the first time, basically. And I missed out.
Yeah.
Significantly.
You missed out growing up with Emma Watson as the same age and just having a big old crush on her in elementary school. Hermione was everything.
Yeah, true.
I'm going with Star Wars. Fuck. But the other ones are just too depressing to live in and not be able to fully participate.
Yeah, that changed my mind about Hogwarts, like going there and being a Muggle and like being the outcast. I didn't think about how like terrible the other students would probably treat you.
Every time I think of Star Wars, though, and being a random person, I just think of like people on fucking Tatooine and shit like that too, and it just looks depressing as fuck.
Yeah, but
Like you probably just be like living the life you are now, but like you see like randomly like maybe like a spaceship in the sky.
That's what I'm
and-
saying.
Yeah, just imagine living in the fucking slums.
Yeah,
I mean,
or that.
I'd get out. You know, open up a nice bar, get all the Jedi to come.
The thing that sucks about the Star Wars universe is that the entire planet is exactly the same.
Yeah,
Did you ever think about that? Like Coruscant is just one humongous city that
That's
doesn't make any
terrifying.
sense.
Yeah. That's true.
Apparently, like I don't know if that's actually true.
Yeah, but see, it's like you're not going to be jealous of Jedi because they're like such another level. Like I can't be jealous of Shaun White because he's just on another level. He's like a human Jedi of snowboarding.
So in the Hogwarts thing, are you like perpetually stuck in Hogwarts, or like do you like graduate and like have your knowledge and stuff?
I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe
gain from it.
I don't know. Maybe you flunk out. I don't know.
Christian's really pulling for something to give
Yeah,
him a
he
reason.
wants a
give him a reason
to
to
go.
live in the fucking
I'm
Harry
just
Potter world.
Yeah, I'm still standing by that.
Well, they do have those really cool jelly beans.
I wouldn't say they're cool. Probably taste like bungalow.
They're pretty cool.
Where are you at? You're still picking Pokemon?
Taking the safe route.
'Cause now
I
you
don't know
live
if that's safe if you have a Lugia flying over your head
Yeah.
or a Moltres.
It just seems like they're. I think it's just because of the Pokemon world just seems way more happy because it's not like it's a cartoon and you know what I mean? And
Yeah, no, I got you.
everything else just seems way more grim than Pokemon.
I'll allow it, Kevin.
I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I'd have to face the Dark Lord not knowing magic.
I don't think Voldemort would single you out. The Muggle.
Muggle. I wouldn't want the risk of the Death Star
blowing me up.
completely destroying my planet and
Hey,
incinerating
That's
it.
an instant death.
Wait, also to add to the dangers of Pokemon, all the movies are like based on like the world about to end, like right?
Yes.
For
like
what?
the
All the Pokemon.
all the
movies.
all like the movie specials, like that one with Mewtwo.
I think
what's
that's the
that?
That's the first
right?
one, yeah.
Yeah, or
Fucking
not.
Mewtwo.
Actually, I don't know if that was the world about town, but like they were in danger that entire movie of dying. Ash actually does die, right? He like
Whoa,
gets in the
Spoilers.
Spoilers, dude.
For
Oh,
Pokemon,
sorry.
the movie.
My bad. I'm sorry.
That was one of the saddest moments ever
Yeah.
in any movie.
Slow,
don't even remember.
then Slow King fucking speaks, right?
No, that's in the second one. Yeah, that one. The world actually is about to end. Like all the Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, like all get captured or whatever, and like storms start like engulfing the world.
Can I throw another option in here?
Do it.
Just be one of Andy's toys from Toy Story.
But you're the
Or you're one of Sid's toys.
That would be fucking terrible.
oh my god.
One of the army men.
That'd be pretty cool.
No, in all honesty, I'd probably pick Star Wars.
Yeah. See? Star Wars. Pokemon.
Because, at the very least, I could still drive around in like a cool floaty.
Well, if you guys are all
Shit,
gonna
yeah.
be there, I want to be with my friends.
Who's that?
I'm going with Hogwarts.
I gotta admit, like
I feel like if I do flunk out or just eventually graduate, I'll still have like the knowledge and experience. And then like outside of Hogwarts, the world is pretty normal. I feel like the way it's depicted in the movies, like it's only once they start going off to school, like it's all magic and stuff, and then most of the world is just kind of normal, and you don't really see much of it flaunted in your face, and you're like, oh, I can't do that.
That's fair.
yeah, definitely. I was shocked at how I thought I was gonna watch like the first couple and be like, oh, fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Shit. No, these movies are great.
They're great.
They're phenomenal.
Good old times. All he has is the Deathly Hallows left.
I watched on Sunday, this past Sunday, I watched 4, 5, and 6.
Just settled
Just did
in.
nothing all day.
What's stupid? I've never read the last book because as I was like binge reading them when I was a
Dumbledore's
child.
gay.
Yeah. Wait, is that?
I don't know if they confirm. I think that's still up in the air.
Yeah.
But it's in the book.
Is
It's now going to be a theme in the Fantastic Beasts movies that are coming out.
But I was like,
I don't know if they're actually going to do it. If they're going to touch on that.
She said they are. They're gonna hint. It's not going to be the focus, but they're gonna like acknowledge him and what's the other guy? Grindelwald. I'm not really sure, something like that.
I
Dumbledore
don't
and Grindelwald.
remember.
I can't remember.
Waffer.
Probably not far off.
All right, I think I'm gonna have to join you guys in the Star Wars world.
See?
Because I think I'd end up killing myself in the Pokemon world. Because if everybody else can fucking catch these Pokemon, and I'm just sitting out there, and all I'm getting is fucking Magikarp, so I'm just gonna eventually lose my fucking mind.
You literally just live your life listening to Garp, 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 Garp,
No,
Garp.
but can you imagine
Garp,
just like
Garp.
that's the only thing you're in the middle of the forest. There's no water around you.
You're walking in
And somehow you
grass.
catch a fucking Magikarp in a puddle.
Yeah, you would lose your mind. Slowly but surely.
I feel like with all these, there's ways to like just live kind of like a normal life where it's not like shoved in your face. Like in the Pokemon world, there are still like people
just don't
like,
catch Pokemon.
Yeah, just going about their lives, their office jobs. I think that
the very best.
Yeah, like I think
Like no one ever was.
I think like now that I think about it, in Hogwarts, like you could sit in the background in that. Like, the only reason like Hermione got decked on was because she was in everybody's face in like class, like knowing everything. So
Know
they were
it
like,
all.
just be the weird kid who can't fucking do magic.
no, but like there's like a million kids that go to that school and you don't see anything from half of
No.
them. So like you know
Just coast.
I just want to be one of the
Chill
moving
out.
pictures on the wall.
that would suck.
That would be so boring.
Suck.
All
be
right.
the bathroom ghost. What's her name?
Oh,
What's that?
Myrtle.
Myrtle. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can all go pod racing.
That's what I'm saying. All right, Mike's in the Star Wars world. Let's get it.
pod racing.
All right, Kevin. What's your? Do you know?
I don't know if
you
we did this one or not yet.
What's your Digimon?
Do you know how to
Okay.
fail or deal with failure?
I don't know. I feel like you've definitely said that to me.
I
We
think
definitely don't
did,
have Christians.
I think we did. Do you know how to deal with stress? I don't think we did
Yeah.
failure.
Yeah, failure is an interesting one.
Well, I've been dealing with it for 23 years, so I think I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing good, and you're dealing with failure.
For 23 years, yeah.
What have you failed?
Life.
That's so depressing.
You named it. I failed it.
No, we've never done this one.
Nice.
I
All
failed
right.
your childhood, Rosa. I wasn't around.
So, do you know how to take a situation in which you failed and learned from it, or has there been a time where you've done that?
I think I'm really easy to, I think I really need to work on it because I'm very easy to just fucking get discouraged and just walk away,
Yeah.
pretty quickly from something.
I've had classes like at Rutgers where when things started going south and like it was past the withdrawal period, I just gave up on them to focus on other classes.
Just let
So I
that one go.
saw like I'd miss like a major assignment, and my grade dropped below like a 50 or something.
not
I'm just
worth
like,
it.
it's fucking tanking. I'm just going somewhere else. Gonna put my energies into something else.
Oh my god, that's pretty ridiculous.
That's why it took me 5 years to finish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a little better when, like back in the days where I was playing like in school and like playing football and stuff like that, because what's strange about that is like pushing through practice and stuff like that had me in this sort of mindset where I was like, if I got through
You can push through anything.
If I got through this shitty day of practice, I could fucking write an essay real quick.
Yeah.
No big deal. So like it was the times of struggle sort of that helped fuel nowadays where I'm like just kind of not doing much. I still try to work out and
Yeah. Well,
put some type of struggle in to like keep my
the
going.
reason that's so much harder is because that it's now all on you. Where it's so much easier with a team to push through because it's like fuck. All right. Well,
You gotta do
the
it
team
for the
mentality.
boys.
Yeah, do it for the boys.
That never really made sense to me how, because they always say like extracurricular activities will just help you getting work done and stuff, and it really is true, at least for me it was, but I just never understood how that it never made sense to me why that worked at all.
It made sense to me. This is how I knew it for me. Like when I was at Ocean County College, and all I did was work and go to school pretty much and did nothing else. And the reason I ended up graduating with a 4.0 is because there was no time for bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Like it forces you to manage your time better.
Yeah, where
Right, but why? But if you weren't doing,
there's room to
say you
procrastinate.
were just going to school and you weren't working, and you'd have way more time to do your schoolwork.
in
Well,
theory. So that's what happened when I transferred to Arcadia. I went away to school. I wasn't working besides the fucking school job, which is not work.
So you think just sitting
And-
around a lot just carries
Leads to
over
more-
your
yeah.
laziness to everything
like,
else?
it
It definitely
does.
snowballs.
Because it was I'm just gonna fucking go play Destiny with Kevin.
And I'll do that later, and then it just
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some days where a class is like an hour and 20 minutes, and there's some days where you could have one class a day.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to that class and you get home at noon, and you have the rest of the day where you could actually
You
get
think you do.
you could get a shit ton of work done. But at the same time, you could sit down, start playing some games, start
then
doing
10
it.
hours
Next thing
go
you know,
by.
it's 10 p.m. and you haven't done shit.
Yeah, that's why I don't even know how I did it when I think about it now. When I was at OCC, I used to do 4 classes back to back to back. So the first one was at 8 and it would end at 1:45, and then I would go work at the gas station from 3 to 10 at night. And I did that like 3 days or twice a week. And I would do that Mondays and like Thursdays. Tuesday I would have classes, then Wednesday I would work like a 12-hour shift. And it was just like, by the time I get home, it's either homework or bed. Because I can't just say I'm going to play a half hour or something because there was no time.
Yeah.
I just had to get the assignments done.
It's definitely stressful, but I think it also helps that like you, like after doing all that stuff, you actually feel good about yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah, that's what. Well, I was seeing the result of it.
yeah,
You know, I was getting good grades. Where then Arcadia, it was like kind of what Christian was saying, the slippery slope. It was like, okay, well, I finally got my first C in college, so that didn't feel great. And when I was used to A's, and then it was just kind of like, I can keep a B, I'm good with that. And I mean, granted, it was obviously a lot harder the further I got, but I don't know, that failure, I really don't think I fail all too often. I can't even really think of it because I'm a big planner, so there's always like a backup plan, I guess, maybe, and that's why I don't really ever feel like I'm failing at something. Like maybe neglecting is the better word, where I'm not ready to commit to fail. Like when I started this whole diet 2 weeks ago, I called it, no, not yet. I was calling it the physical and mental cleansing. That's how I referred to it.
sounds like
to
a
Nicole,
cult to me.
where I'm just trying to like be better and think better and do better to myself. And it's like, I don't think I was failing those things before because obviously I'm a functioning member of society and not dead. So there's that. But it's like I was neglecting a lot of things and now I'm trying to do those better.
Yeah.
But I'm good with failure. I think I respond. I always want like criticism and feedback because I want to know how to. Yeah, because like even like shit, like if it's at work, and if I'm doing something wrong, fucking please tell me because I'm just going to continue to do something wrong and I'm not gonna know. So
it also
please.
has to do with the other, like how other people respond to it too. Like if you have somebody, like say you're working for somebody and you do something wrong.
And they're
if they
dick about it.
If they just explain it once in a like calm way, then you'll probably understand it and probably not mess it up again. But they tend to freak out every time you mess something up.
Yeah, you get defensive.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know. I just thought that was interesting because I had to my first semester, like all through high school and stuff, I was I really like high school was weird because I felt like I didn't put in any effort at all, but the outcome was always pretty good.
Yeah.
So then I got to my first semester at college.
Just completely
failed my
different.
first class ever. I was like, holy shit.
Same.
Yeah, I think
It just
that had
like
a lot
kind of
to do with our actual high school.
Well, it was the way I set. I could have set up my last semester of high school to like sort of challenge me, but I took the route of basically doing nothing.
Oh, you did? I went in at
Well,
I went in at about 11 o'clock for
Yeah.
an elective in gym.
That's what I did.
but like, and then so yeah, then after my first semester at college, I was like, holy shit, like this was. Because there were people around me at school taking it a lot. I could tell that they were taking everything a lot more serious than I was. So it was a quick like adjustment period.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like-
hey, you better figure this shit out.
It's like you always. I don't know if you always heard this, but like in high school, people always saying like how they didn't have to study at all and they'd do really well, and then in college, like when they'd studied, they'd like it was normally like hit or miss depending on how well and in depth you ended up studying.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it was pretty much like I studied for the first time in college. Like, I never remember studying in high school ever.
Same.
Because I didn't really apply myself in high school till the last year. And it was just like, oh, at this point, I don't know what I'm doing.
Still think it had a lot to do with our school in general.
Yeah.
Because every person I talked to that came from another school said our school was a joke.
I mean, if they did anything, they prepared us for long classes in college.
Yeah,
We were the
that's
guinea
about
pigs
it.
for block
Yeah.
scheduling. That was huge.
Yeah.
Any more failures?
Not really.
I mean, Nick fails us every time he shows up to the show.
None that I'd like to admit to.
None that he'd like to share on the show.
But
Nick fails at flossing. I know that. Because otherwise his dental floss wouldn't smell as bad as
Have
it
you
does.
ever tried that before though?
What?
The dental floss and then smelling it after not flossing for a while. You try it.
I did it, all right? You and Nick are fucking just, you got dank mouths and something's wrong. Because I smelled my floss. It smelled delightful.
Do you have
well, you were
scented
probably
floss?
smelling the clean end.
Just stuck it in there just a little bit and then pulled it out. You gotta get like in the gums and like get the
Gotta scoop all that gunk
get
out
the
of it.
nasty out.
I have a lovely mouth.
What that mouth do, though?
Talks on the Foreplay podcast.
How much of a Big Mac can you fit in there?
Okay. This has been another
I got
episode of the
callbacks
Foreplay.
here.
I know. Well done. Well done. This has been another episode of the Foreplay podcast, episode 63. We're closing in on the big one. 100. You guys all thought 69. You fucking
I did.
putrid adult men. Subscribe at youtube.com/foreplayvideo. Tell a friend. Help us grow. Get us over the 100 subscriber bump. And we'll see everybody another day of the week.
Peace.
Ciao.
I have a yellow shirt on. Fun fact, I forgot to announce that.
So I'm gonna go on your fun fact Twitter.
Yeah.
I got a yellow shirt on.
Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our channel. Go into the description of this video to like and follow our social media pages. Bye-bye.